Second Minister Dr. Muhammad Maliki bin Osman.
Mr. Chairman, every child is important to us. MOE is committed to supporting our students to achieve their fullest potential, regardless of their background. We agree with Mr. Sean Huang and Mr. Leon Pereira on the importance of supporting students in disadvantaged circumstances. These students may not have the best environment or opportunities to support their learning. Some may face challenges at home that could translate into poor attendance, motivation, and self-esteem. We are committed to ensuring that these students are not limited by their starting points in life. Across the system, we have dedicated programs and support based on the students' areas of need, including academic and socio-emotional support, financial assistance, and provisions for special education needs. Our teachers pay extra attention to them, tirelessly reaching out to their parents, making home visits to understand their circumstances, and providing support when the children are in school. It is very resource-intensive, but our teachers do so with passion and commitment. And the support goes beyond the school. A key initiative we have undertaken is Uplift, or Uplifting Pupils in Life and Inspiring Families Task Force. Introduced in 2018, Uplift has been actively helping students from disadvantaged backgrounds achieve success. Let me share one example. Last year, I met Hafiza. Hafiza's mother is a sole breadwinner of the family, which includes her and a step-infant brother. Hafiza's mother was busy with work and rarely around to guide her. She was rarely around to guide Hafiza when she was growing up. Hafiza felt lost and unmotivated and ended up mixing with bad company. She ran away from home several times, missed school frequently, and felt disengaged from her teachers and peers. However, her teachers did not give up. They continued to reach out to her. Hafiza was touched by their concern and gradually opened up to them. Hafiza's teachers encouraged her to join after-school activities like the Youth Community Outreach Patrol, where she built positive relationships with her peers and mentors who helped her gain confidence. The Uplift Town Level Coordinator and a volunteer family befriender also worked with the Family Service Centre and other agencies to provide the financial and emotional support the family needed and find ways to provide a more conducive home environment for Hafiza. For example, Hafiza's mother made alternative care arrangements for Hafiza's infant brother to allow Hafiza to focus on her studies for her graduating year. Through these efforts, Hafiza achieved good results at the GCE N-level examination last year and progressed to a course of her choice in ITE. When I met Hafiza, I could see the confidence in her eyes and was proud to see a young girl turn around and do better with self-determination and support from the community around her. Hafiza's example illustrates three key components of support we will provide our students. First, we will provide a supportive school environment responsive to the needs of each student, providing customized support and attention to students with higher needs requires time and dedication. We will support our schools in doing so. We introduced Uplift Enhanced School Resourcing to provide schools with additional manpower, guidance, and teaching resources to help students with higher needs more effectively. 47 schools are currently supported under this initiative. We plan to expand these to 100 schools in total over the next few years to support around 13,000 students. Second, we will keep students meaningfully engaged in programs after school. Many of these students do not have conducive home environments, and many of us know about it. Through a structured and nurturing after-school environment, we give them the opportunity to develop routines and skills to succeed. Since 2020, MOE has set up a student care center in every primary school to provide a safe environment for students to rest, play, do their homework, and engage in meaningful after-school activities. We have made fees affordable, with subsidies under the ComCare Student Care Fee Assistance Scheme. Eligible students pay as little as $5 a month. We are also reaching out to help parents who have concerns over enrolling their child, like providing the necessary supporting documents. Last year, teachers in our primary schools helped more than 700 students from disadvantaged families enroll in our student care centers. We are seeing good progress made by these students. Many are more confident, they are more engaged in school, and also more engaged in after-school activities. We will continue to help more disadvantaged families enroll their children into our student care centers. Our focus on after-school program continues into the secondary school. About 120 secondary schools provide after-school mentoring and motivational support under the Gear Up program. Third, we are building a strong network of community partners to complement efforts in schools and address challenges that the families of these students face. We started the Uplift Community Pilot in 2020, creating a network of agencies, including family service centers, social service agencies, and relevant government agencies like ACDA and HDB. The pilot has supported more than 300 students in 4 towns so far. Most have seen improved attendance, and their families have seen increased community support for them. Encouraged by the success, we will expand this pilot. The Uplift Community Network has been rolled out to 8 new towns in 2022. Eventually, when it's rolled out nationwide, 1,800 students and their families will be supported by the Uplift Community Network each year. We are grateful to community partners who have been supporting our Uplift efforts, and I urge more members of the community to step forward. In addition to support for each student, we are also expanding pathways and opportunities across the educational system to cater to the different aspirations and needs of our students. I will now elaborate our efforts in our applied education. Mr. Chairman, through the various initiatives I've highlighted, we will strengthen support to students with greater needs, especially those from challenging backgrounds. While we provide equal access to opportunities to all our children, it is natural for each generation of parents who are better off to be able to give their children a head start in life, sometimes leading to unequal outcomes. The link between socioeconomic background and student outcomes that Mr. Leon Pereira has observed and is concerned with is not unique to Singapore, and in fact is seen across countries. It is part of societal progress and development which results in social mobility for most, albeit at a different pace. There will always be those who are slower due to challenging circumstances. What is important, though, is that we give them the best support we can to develop the best that they can, enable them to move up the social and economic ladder and do better than their parents. As I've told the House earlier, we are encouraged by our students from less advantaged backgrounds when they do well compared to their international counterparts. This gives us confidence and conviction to press on with our efforts. Beyond targeted support and programs like Uplift, we want to help our students, all our students, be confident and resilient in the face of adversity. I thank Dr. Wan Rizal and Mr. Sean Huang for highlighting the importance of supporting the mental well-being of our youth. We agree. As part of adolescent development, our youth face pressures on multiple fronts, from themselves, from parents, from peers, from society. This challenge is made more complex because technology has transformed the way our young people live today. Despite its benefits, technology and social media use can also distort their self-image and increase social pressure for many of our youth. Improving youth mental well-being requires a coordinated effort. Minister Chan described earlier how we will give students more opportunities to develop holistically in school, and Minister of State Sun will share how we can equip parents to support their child's well-being. Let me focus on how we prepare students to be resilient as they cope with the pressures throughout their life and ensure that help is available if they cannot cope. First, we equip students with the socio-emotional skills to be resilient. We want our students to be confident in themselves, to acknowledge their limitations and celebrate their strengths. They also need to be able to manage their emotions, seek help when needed, and navigate online space safely. These topics are taught under the refreshed Character and Citizenship Education, or CCE, curriculum. For example, one lesson teaches students how people respond to challenges quite differently. Students discover their signs of distress when they reach their limits of coping. They are then encouraged to look out to others for support and realize that these experiences are normal at different points in time in their lives, given circumstances, given experiences. They need help, and it's normal for them to seek help. Second, we are strengthening the supportive relationships around students, so no student feels that they face their challenges alone. This is especially important as Dr. Wan Rizal says, there are those who are suffering in silence. And the more they're connected with friends, we hope the more ready they are to come out early should they face some challenges. Youth often speak out to their peers, seek out their peers for a listening ear. Today, every school has a peer support system that empowers students to look out for one another and build strong social support networks. Activities such as CCAs and camps also help students develop strong connections with their peers. Students also look to their teachers for support. Teachers use CCE periods and form teacher periods to offer pastoral care. Schools have also set aside dedicated time and space at the start of each term for teachers to engage students on their well-being, be it managing relationship stress or other academic stresses. Third, we provide students with access to the care that they need. Teachers are trained in basic counseling skills. They actively look out for signs of distress, offer support, and refer students to counseling resources in school. We will continue to develop our teachers' mental health literacy so that they understand and recognize symptoms related to common mental health issues early. Early identification is critical. We are also increasing counseling resources to our schools. Beyond school counselors deployed in every school, we are equipping teachers to help students with more challenging mental health issues and adjusting their teaching workload accordingly. We currently have 700 teacher counselors and plan to deploy an additional 360 over the next few years. Our efforts to strengthen the confidence and resilience of our students extends to our institutes of higher learning, or IHLs. The polytechnics and the ITE offer a mental wellness curriculum to all students to provide a better understanding of mental health issues and where to seek help. They are also equipping more students with skills to support their peers as peer supporters. Each polytechnic and ITE student is assigned a personal tutor who they can turn to for guidance and support. We will strengthen professional development so that these tutors can provide better care for their students and study ways to enhance their contact time with their students. Another area we are studying is the coordination of care and support for students with more complex needs in the polytechnics and ITE, as it often includes working with external stakeholders. The autonomous universities have also introduced mental wellness programs, including online modules and training workshops to equip students to help look after their mental and emotional well-being. They also have in-house counselors available for our students. Mr. Chairman, let me now talk about some enhancements to our polytechnics and ITE. We agree with Mr. Shahril Taha, Mr. Abdul Samad, and Mr. Sean Huang on the need to prepare students for the jobs of tomorrow, especially given the pace of industry transformation. IHLs regularly review their course offerings and curriculum in collaboration with industry and economic agencies to keep pace with the latest developments and ensure our students secure good jobs. Our polytechnics and ITE are a key part of our higher education landscape, catering to 7 in 10 of each primary cohort. As they prepare our students for the future economy and their future, we also acknowledge that growing diversity in interests and aspirations amongst our young people. This was an area studied by the Review of Opportunities and Pathways in Applied Education launched last year. Let me give an update on our efforts in the review. First, we agree with Dr. Wan Rizal on the importance of providing flexible pathways for students to discover and pursue their interests. This gives students ownership of their learning and a more fulfilling educational journey that helps them find meaningful careers. We have expanded admissions to allow students to enter the polytechnics and ITE based on interests and aptitude, more than just the academic performance. Today, 20% of each polytechnic intake enters through the aptitude-based admissions. The expanded range of common entry programs in the polytechnics also allows students more room to explore their interests before specializing. From academic year 2022, all polytechnics will pilot the offering of flexible modular loads to students who need the time to build stronger foundations or pursue side interests such as entrepreneurship. Second, we will continue to equip students with deeper industry-ready skills. This was consistent feedback that we received from both students, industries, and other stakeholders. Indeed, rather than just learning in the classroom, we want our students to learn from active practitioners and be inspired by the range of opportunities out there. More than 9 in 10 polytechnic and ITE students today complete structured internships in the final year of their study. We will pilot the provision of earlier industry exposure opportunities for students in the polytechnics from academic year 2022 beyond their final year internships. We agree with Dr. Shahira Abdullah on the importance of securing good outcomes for our ITE graduates. This is why we introduced the enhanced 3-year ITE curricular structure last year, to meet the aspirations of our ITE graduates to deepen their skills and upgrade beyond a NITEC qualification. Under the enhanced curricular structure, ITE students will be exposed to 2 linked industry attachments to deepen their industry exposure. I'm pleased to share that the ITE recently welcomed their first cohort of about 2,000 students under their enhanced curricular structure. I'm confident that these students will be well supported and able to make full use of the opportunities in ITE to discover and pursue their interests. ITE will review the outcomes from this first phase of implementation and move more courses into the enhanced curricular structure after academic year 2024. As more ITE graduates obtain a higher NITEC qualification, we will provide them options to deepen their skills and meet their aspirations. I would like to assure Dr. Shahira Abdullah and Mr. Abdul Samad that ITE continues to prepare its graduates well. Despite the pandemic, 9 in 10 graduates from the ITE class of 2020 found employment within 6 months of graduating, with a median salary of $2,000 for those who were in full-time permanent employment, which is comparable to the year before. Results of the class of 2021 will be ready later this year. Besides our polytechnic diplomas, ITE's technical diplomas, or TDs, and work-study diplomas, or WSDips, provide an alternative form of learning with a greater emphasis on learning by doing. Some students actually learn better this way. I met Sharon, for example, a graduate from ITE's Higher NITEC in Cyber and Network Security. Upon graduation, Sharon pursued her interests in F&B initially. However, she discovered that she still had a strong passion for IT and wanted to deepen her knowledge and skills. Sharon was informed about the work-study diploma program in cybersecurity and forensics by her ITE lecturer and decided to take it up. This allowed her to embark on a career in a cybersecurity firm in a sector that is increasingly important. Preliminary outcomes of our WSDips are promising. Among the batch of graduates in 2021, around 80% stayed on with their host companies after graduation. These students saw an average increase in salary of about 20% upon completion of their diploma, and with many taking on higher-level job roles. Students can look forward to more opportunities as ITE works with industry partners and other educational institutions to expand their diploma programs. We have made progress in our plans to provide 1,000 WSDIP places per year in 2025. In 2022, ITE will offer 36 WSDips programs catering to over 500 students. ITE also offers 3 technical diplomas or TDs in automotive engineering, machine technology, and culinary arts, catering to around 100 students per intake. They plan to expand their TD offerings to other engineering, business, and service domains. Employment outcomes of TD graduates or technical diploma graduates have been very promising, with 9 in 10 employed within 6 months of graduation, and their salaries comparable to graduates from the polytechnics. Third, beyond the technical skills, I'm pleased to inform Mr. Xiong Huang and Ms. Mariam Jaafar that we will strengthen our focus on softer skills and competence for work and life. With your permission, Mr. Speaker, may I ask the clerks to distribute a copy of the life skills framework developed for our IHLs.
Yes, please.
Members may also access this through the SG PAL MP mobile app. Mr. Chairman, this framework prioritizes 10 skills, including critical thinking, collaboration, as well as mental resilience. These skills will prepare our students for the future workforce, where they are expected not only to excel in their domain, but also have confidence in working with their colleagues locally and globally. We will strengthen these skills through experiential opportunities outside the classroom, including internships, student activities, and overseas exposures. The Polytechnic and ITE will enhance their curricula so that incoming batch of students in academic year 2022 will benefit from the enhanced baseline competencies across all 10 life skills. Building on this common framework, the autonomous universities will also embark on enhancements to their curricula to ensure graduates are equipped with baseline competencies in the same life skills, but adapted to their student profile. Through these through these enhancements, we will continue to support the diverse needs and aspirations of our students and prepare our graduates to learn for life and succeed in a wide range of fields. Mr. Chairman, allow me to say a few words in Malay. Tuan Pengerusi, Pembelajaran bahasa ibunda merupakan bahagian penting dalam visi kita untuk membantu para pelajar kita terus kekal teguh dan menghargai budaya mereka. Semasa perbahasan belanjawan, Encik Faizal Manap menyuarakan kebimbangan beliau tentang kemahiran anak-anak Melayu menggunakan bahasa ibunda. Saya ingin meyakinkan beliau bahawa para pelajar Melayu kita masih menunjukkan prestasi yang baik dalam mata pelajaran bahasa ibunda mereka, di mana peratusan yang lulus dalam peperiksaan nasional kekal tinggi sehingga sekarang. Ini sesuatu yang harus kita banggakan, walaupun kita akur akan cabaran yang mereka hadapi kerana pendedahan kepada penggunaan bahasa Inggeris dalam kehidupan hari ini. Dalam pada itu, kita akan meneruskan usaha untuk menarik minat pelajar dan mengekalkan prestasi dalam pembelajaran bahasa ibunda mereka. Kita akan terus menyediakan peluang kepada pelajar kita untuk mendalamkan pembelajaran bahasa ibunda di sekolah dan meningkatkan minat mereka terhadap bahasa ibunda melalui aktiviti-aktiviti yang dianjurkan oleh Jawatan Kuasa Pembelajaran dan Penggalakan Penggunaan Bahasa Ibunda. Di peringkat dasar MOE pula, kita akan meneruskan usaha gigih kita melaksanakan berbagai perubahan penting dalam sistem pendidikan kita. Kita harus bersedia untuk menghadapi masa depan di mana putaran teknologi dan perniagaan akan lebih singkat dan permintaan kemahiran akan lebih dinamik. Dan juga masa depan di mana dunia kita semakin terkutub atau polarized dan terpecah-pecah atau fragmentized. Meskipun kita kekal terhubung dan saling bergantung di arena serantau dan global. Satu masa depan juga di mana struktur sosial kita terus berubah dengan aspirasi dan perspektif warga kita yang lebih pelbagai. Visi sistem pendidikan kita bertunggak kepada 3 elemen utama. Pertama, kita mahu semua warga Singapura yakin dengan diri sendiri serta yakin akan keupayaan kita untuk terus berkembang dan memaksimumkan potensi kita. Kedua, kita mahu warga Singapura terus mengekalkan kelebihan bersaing menerusi semangat belajar dan terus belajar dan berlatih semula serta mengekalkan keterhubungan kita dengan dunia. Ketiga, untuk kita terus menghargai dan meraih kepelbagaian sedang kita membina identiti kita bersama. Untuk mencapai visi ini, kita perlu memikirkan semula pendekatan pendidikan kita. Pendidikan kita tidak lagi berakhir apabila kita meninggalkan bangku sekolah, tetapi satu perjalanan yang berterusan sepanjang hayat kita. Di peringkat usia yang muda lagi, kita akan membina asas yang kukuh untuk semua pelajar, menyuntik rasa ingin tahu dan semangat untuk belajar. Di sekolah, kita akan terus meluangkan waktu dan ruang untuk pelajar mengenal pasti kekuatan dan membina kecekapan yang siap sedia untuk masa depan. Di peringkat pendidikan tinggi pula, kita akan terus menyediakan pelajar-pelajar kita dengan kemahiran dan kecekapan untuk berjaya apabila mereka menyertai dunia pekerjaan. Pada masa yang sama, institusi pengajian tinggi kita akan meluaskan peranan mereka sebagai institusi pembelajaran berterusan, bekerja rapat dengan industri untuk meningkatkan kualiti dan memudahkan para pelajar dewasa mengikuti program-program peningkatan diri dan kemahiran mereka. Tuan Pengerusi, kita akan terus mempertingkatkan sistem pendidikan kita demi masa depan anak-anak kita dan negara kita. Kita memerlukan sokongan setiap warga Singapura dan usaha ini. Para penduduk, para pendidik, ibu bapa, masyarakat dan rakan kongsi industri semua memainkan peranan penting dalam membina masa depan yang membolehkan warga Singapura yakin dalam menentukan arah tuju mereka sendiri dan daya bingkas untuk bertindak dengan perubahan dan gangguan. Mr. Chairman, as we embark on the enhancements to our education system, we will help our students to make the best of these changes. Together, We will nurture generations of confident and resilient students who are prepared to face the challenges and opportunities of the future economy. Thank you.